A new poll about Christmas indicates that a significant portion of adults in America still believe in Santa Claus. Now, we should pause for a second, because before we all get depressed, we should note that maybe some of the people who agreed to participate in the poll are trolling the pollsters.
Maybe.
I'm hoping that is the case. However, we do live in America.
Yep.
So let me give you the details. The new poll was carried out by Ipsos. More than a fifth of American adults say they believe in Santa Claus. Okay. So
what is this bureau?
that is Jolly Saint Nick, the Santa Claus that a fifth of Americans who are adults believe in. And so that should be a story by itself, but here are some other interesting findings. Less surprisingly.
I didn't like that eyebrow thing. Santa just did a thing with his eyebrows and I did not like it.
Do you want to create a dungeon for him?
No, I'm good. No, people aren't even gonna know what you're talking about there. Continue.
Okay, so around half of American children also believe in Father Christmas, as he's also sometimes called. While we all celebrate the long weekend and bring in the Christmas cheer, some Americans feel that the holiday has started to overlook the real essence of Christmas, which we'll get to in just a second. That's the boring part.
Fun.
Yeah, but John.
Why do they call him Father Christmas?
I don't know.
They don't have kids, do they?
I don't know. I've never called him Father Christmas
weird.
in my life. In fact, I forgot that people call him Father Christmas until this very moment.
It's fancy, I guess.
Father Christmas.
I bet that Stanford's gonna have a problem with Jolly Saint Nick because it sets up an expectation that he's only allowed to have one emotional expression. Why can't he have a bad day? Like, get off of old Saint Nick's shoulders.
It trivializes the complex emotional component of Jolly Saint Nick.
I think he goes through a lot. He's overworked, I think underpaid.
I don't think he's overworked. I think that's a lie. I think he works once a year, literally.
I think work smarter, not harder. Anyway,
good point.
I assume, what percentage are we thinking of the 22%?
No, I think 0%.
Are lying.
I think
it's zero?
I think 20% of American adults decided to troll Ipsos and say that they still believe in Santa Claus. I have to believe that or else I'm gonna lose my mind.
People believe in a lot of crazy things. I don't want to give examples right now because some of them might be watching. I don't want to anger them, but Santa's a tradition that's been around for a really long time. And there's at least some evidence that he exists if you-
What?
Well, I mean, presents show up. That is something.
Cookies
go
are
away.
eaten.
They are.
Yeah,
That actually, at least the kid
right.
who wakes up and goes down and has a present and sees that the cookies are gone is using something like a rudimentary version of the scientific method. They're acquiring evidence. That is more than can be said for many of the adults' beliefs.
Are Americans so atomized and so alienated that they never go a day in their adult lives realizing that Santa was made up? Right, because like, I'm trying to think about a situation in which this could make sense. And obviously it would have to be adults who don't have children. Oh my God, imagine if these adults, imagine it's true, okay, that some portion of American adults genuinely believe that Santa is real. And then they have children. And
they never buy any presents.
They don't buy the presents. They don't stock the they don't stock the stockings.
Yeah.
And then Christmas morning, the kiddos wake up and they're like, "Oh no, I was bad.
Disaster.
I was bad. Santa's mad at me." And then they have the worst Christmas ever. And you know whose fault it is?
What?
The corporate media's fault.
Probably for spread all those movies. I think you're describing the experience of Eric and Don Jr. for the first 30 years of their life.
Yes.
They'd run down the stairs. Oh, again. I set up a fake charity. I was good. Anyway, by the way though, I will say, if you were to pick one thing that doesn't exist, that some people either pretend exists or actually believe in, is there anything better to pick than Santa? Of all of the crazy things that don't exist that people believe in, I think Santa is the most positive, right? It's commercialized and all that's consumptive, but.
Yeah. I mean, no, I just think that there's a coercive element to the whole Santa lie. Where like these poor kids are raised to think that there's like some weird, jolly guy watching them in their every move all year long to judge whether or not they're worthy of material goods.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that. I like the tooth
it's like
fairy.
corporate Jesus is what it is basically.
Totally. Yeah, that's such a good point. I like the tooth fairy because the tooth fairy is like, yo, something traumatic happened to you, little kid. You lost something that's important to you, your tooth. But it's okay, like you don't know it yet, likely, but a new one's gonna grow and it'll be an even better tooth. And you know what? I'm gonna buy it from you. I'm gonna buy your tooth. You don't even have to talk to me. You don't even have to acknowledge me. Just put that tooth under the pillow. When you wake up, cold hard cash. Tooth fairy's the best.
I don't mind the tooth fairy. I think it's weird that we've picked, of all of the things that fall off of or out of your body, we've chosen one to give monetary compensation for.
That's a good point.
But when your hair falls out, when you vomit on the floor, nothing.
But you know why? Well, because by the time your hair falls out, you're an adult and no one cares about you. Like you could be as sad and traumatized as you want. America like loves it. They dive in it, they jump in it. When it comes to kids though, you want to turn the lemon into lemonade.
Yeah.
You know, so it's something.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
I don't remember ever believing in the tooth fairy or Santa. I mean, it's so long ago, but I don't mind either of those things.
Yeah. I pretended like I believed in Santa far longer than I did because
16, 17?
No. I was like probably 8 when I finally acknowledged like I know he's not real. You like getting 2 gifts, right? One from your parents and one from Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Pretty sweet.
I won't do that.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. We really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.